Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host Matrixlord212 and I'm with Sally. What's up, Sally?
What's up?
All right, so we saw Twice Upon a Time. I just want to let everybody know I do apologize for not doing the cast immediately after. For me not to do it immediately after, I was very sick, had fever and thrown up, and there's a whole bunch of mess. So I do apologize. Get myself better to get together today. Doing it right now. I gotta say before we go into anything, I really, really loved it, which
It
was
was good.
shocking. Yeah, Peter Capaldi, outstanding performance. And again, this is spoilers, by the way. So if you didn't
Yeah.
see Twice Upon a Time, don't watch this cast. I thought that David Bradley was amazing. I thought that Mark Gatiss was amazing. Pearl Mackie, Jenna Louise Coleman, Matt
Mhm.
Lucas. It was an interesting villain from not a villain, interesting thing from New Earth, where they tied that in. I'm still haven't ruled it out if they're villains or not, because they kind of froze the data bank when Rusty the Dalek, the good Dalek, was showing him. So I'm kind of up in the air, and I'm kind of feeling very awkward about the whole situation that they pluck the memories from the dead and then they give them like that crystalline form or something. Like to me, that's not the complete person. And even the doctor said to them when they were trying to convince him to keep going on, he's like, don't visit me, basically again. He's like,
Yeah.
I'll kill every one of you. Like seriously, because that's kind of like invasive. But it was good to see Pearl Mackie and Matt Lucas and Jenna Louise Coleman, all that stuff in the end, like a farewell. I wasn't crazy about the sexist stuff
Yeah, I wasn't too crazy about that either.
because here's the thing, Doctor Who was a children's program back in the day. So even if it was in the 60s, you never really saw him say stuff like, I'm going to spank your bottom, as far as I know, anyway, and all this weird stuff. Like the fact that the Doctor comes from a civilized society and he's never seen a gay person before, that's weird. So I don't know. It's a kind of contradiction with the writing with Moffat, because on one hand, in the Doctor Falls, he said that the Time Lords are so above gender and racism and all that other stuff, but then the Doctor lands in 1963 for a couple months and he's immediately sexist and all this other stuff. So, but I know what they're trying to say. They're trying to say that we're different people as time go on, and he's changed a lot and learned a lot from his original incarnation. So again, I loved it. What did you think, Sally?
Oh, I liked it too. And I liked the part where the doctor's like, what do I do? I mean, they're not doing anything wrong. I mean, they're not hurting anybody.
Right.
I mean,
Right. He's
what
like,
do I
he's like,
do?
well, yeah, they really aren't. So,
They're not evil,
right,
technically. So he's
right,
like, what do I do?
yeah.
I'm
So
like,
it's
this is
like,
the first time he's actually like, what do I do?
right. I think it is. But see, I haven't ruled it out yet with them
I don't know. We might see him again. You never know.
because you never know if there was some of them that are think differently to
Yeah.
use the memories of them to do something. I mean, it's a society of whatever they call those things. So I don't know if I'm completely
But I
convinced.
think in the wrong hands, it could be.
And that's why he said, listen, if you try to mess with me again,
Yeah.
like very kindly, but he's like, I'll destroy every single crystalline thing, period.
Yeah.
Okay? So back off. I'm glad that they did restore his memories of Clara from the data bank. That
Yeah,
was,
I'm glad they finally, did that.
yeah. Although I don't know how Bill's dead because, she went to travel with Heather and they were going to come back for tea.
Technically, she's a puddle monster, or was.
She still is, technically. I mean, maybe they meant that she died with the. But he didn't know that she went with Heather.
No, because he was unconscious by that time.
So maybe they thought that she died, but she was a different type of being. I'm thinking anyway.
Maybe.
I have a feeling we're going to see her again.
Yeah, I have a feeling so, maybe.
And I think, honestly, that the Doctor became a woman because he felt it's time to evolve. And when his first incarnation was against women, kind of didn't treat them right, then maybe he should be a woman. That's what I got. But again, at the same time, I'm still the whole reasoning behind it. I'm like, it's shaky because there is a political agenda.
Yeah.
Obviously, you could see in the show, and I don't go for political agendas, so I'm gonna really be open-minded to see how this goes. I did like her line, "Brilliant."
Yeah, I mean, it could have gone. The Regeneration could have gone really bad. I mean,
Yeah.
But I think I kind of like the way they did it.
Right.
But I'm still not crazy about.
I think that's our catchphrase. Brilliant.
It could be.
Like the Ninth Doctor's fantastic. Oh, brilliant. I think that's what's going to be. And of course, we joked about this possibly being a rumor. Not that she broke the TARDIS, but you can't travel through time if the TARDIS is in pieces. It's got to heal itself. So she's not thinking straight. She's going to travel in time, and things are hanging, So she kind of caused the TARDIS to go crazy. The TARDIS basically kicked her out so it could regenerate itself, just like when Tennant regenerated to Matt Smith, and Matt Smith couldn't get into the TARDIS because it was rebuilding itself, and the key was glowing, if you remember. Sort of like Father's Day 2, same thing happened. The TARDIS was fixing itself. So that's what it's doing. It's repairing itself because, again, the Doctor is within the hours of the regeneration cycle and is not going to know, like, he's just going to be erratic, just like when David Tennant first appeared, he wanted to speed through the time vortex and break the whole thing, and he wasn't in control of himself. So I think that, thank God she fell out of the TARDIS once she regenerated right away, because she's not gonna die. Obviously, she's still within the hours of regeneration, and she'll heal up still, even if she lands on the ground. But it's an interesting thing. Now, we did see scenes like pictures of her in ripped Capaldi's clothes with bags. Remember that?
Yeah.
I don't know if she's picking up pieces of the TARDIS.
It could be.
But I gotta tell you though, when I watched this, I just watched it. It was Christmas. I enjoyed it. Like, really, I really did. And I was surprised. And even the fact that, I think Moffat did it great. And yes, of course, there's a political agenda, but I'm open-minded to say that I think she's going to be amazing. And I'm hoping she's going to be amazing. And I'm going to stick around and watch it. So that's what happens in life. If you're open-minded, and if you admit you're wrong. So, I mean, we're going to find out. I can't admit I'm wrong yet. It's of her choice, but I'm going to watch it for the long haul. What about you, Sally?
Yeah, I might watch the first couple episodes just to see how she's doing.
Yeah. It's interesting how Mark Gatiss played the Brigadier's father.
Yeah, I knew he was either the Brigadier or a relation somehow.
And it's funny because it's not really the doctors that cause Tom to go crazy. It's him, because if the Doctor doesn't encounter the Brigadier, the whole Doctor's timeline will bust. So it wasn't the fact that they didn't want to regenerate. It was the fact that it was really, if the Brigadier's father died, the Brigadier might not become the Brigadier. So that's the main lesson, really.
But he didn't know he was until the end.
Right, but that's the whole point. If his father died in battle, that might affect him growing up. I don't want to have anything to do with being a soldier.
Oh, well, yeah, that might be.
Because now that he ushered the peace in Christmas time, that could mean that motivated the Brigadier to become the Brigadier. Like, my dad did this. My dad was part of this. I want to be just like him. So it was really the Brigadier's timeline that would be destroying time because he's connected to the Doctor.
Yeah.
And his father would alter that. So that's the key thing. And I'm glad that they didn't alter, David Bradley's regeneration, original William Hartnell's regeneration. I'm glad that they showed the original. I kind of wish that we got original music. I know Moffat has a problem with paying Murray Gold to make original pieces. And I'm like, why can't you just give Capaldi his own music, Yeah. It's Murray Gold's last assignment. It's like, come on, man. So I don't agree with that. And the regeneration effect, I mean, I wish we would have saw more. I mean, it was better than Matt Smith's regeneration to Capaldi, but, well, actually, not really, because the Time of the Doctor was a great regeneration on the clock tower. So it's like a 2-part regeneration, that one. So I don't know. not going to nitpick, but I really give it, I don't know, what would you rate it?
I give it probably about an 8.
I think I'm going to give it an 8.5. I really liked it.
It was good.
Yeah. And we got a lot to look forward to. I mean, it's going to be a long time, 10 months. But we're going to be, you know, depending on how I feel today, I'm going to try to get other people's opinions of it. And also, if I feel better later, we're going to do some unboxing on the Everything Show. So, all right, guys. Thank you, Sally. Did you want to say anything else about the episode?
No.
What about Ben and Polly? I mean,
we didn't see very much. I'd like to see more of them, though.
I know. I mean, you glad General Louise Coleman was in it or not really?
I don't like Clara. I'm glad she was in this because, you know, it was his last episode, you know. I'm glad she was there to see. Well, she wasn't really, technically she went there, but.
Right. It's like Amy Pons.
Yeah.
What about Matt Lucas and Promaki in the end?
I'm glad Bill was there.
Yeah.
Technically, and Nardole, because they both traveled with him too.
Yeah.
So he kind of had all his companions.
Yeah, that was really good. I'm glad they did that. All right. So we're going to have a new TARDIS, new sonic screwdriver, new doctor we have now, a new showrunner, Chris Chibnall. So it'll be very exciting times. All right. Thank you, Sally.
Thank you.
We'll try to be back later. Take care. Bye for now.